Yeah. Hello on this bright and beautiful morning. I realized I didn't even do like a little pre-gym chat with you guys like I usually do, and I know you guys like those because it feels like you're catching up with a friend, but hey bestie, I'm still here. So after a high protein nutritious breakfast, by the way, I posted a reel with the recipe on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me. So today is an upper body day. I'm training chest, triceps, and shoulders. Honestly, this is one of my favorite workouts. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love training my chest and triceps. It just makes me feel so freaking strong. So training my shoulders gives me that sexy, sculpted upper body look that I love to see. So first thing I do is get into some dynamic warm-up and stretching. I use a resistance band to stretch up my back and my shoulders, just make sure nothing is sore and tight so I don't injure myself. The first move is the dumbbell bench press. Can I just say I am so proud of myself. Like, I only used to be able to do this with 10 pounds and now I'm at 30, so that's a win for me. So the way I set up for these is to make sure that my shoulder blades are pressed into the bench, my feet are planted firm on the ground, and I'm pushing my glutes into the bench. So I lower the weights until I get to about a 90-degree angle and I push up, squeezing my chest as I do. I do 4 sets of 10. If the weight is feeling light, I go heavier. I always twist my wrist just a little bit so there's less pressure on my shoulders and I don't injure myself. After that, I'll do some lateral raises to isolate my shoulder muscles. I go light with these because it burns so much. Then I did some military press, but with a plate and sitting down. I wanted to take the momentum out of the movement and just focus on using my core to balance myself and the weight. So my favorite tricep movement is the tricep pull down with the rope attachment. This gives me constant tension in the muscles the entire movement, so my triceps are constantly working. I do 4 sets of 10, really focusing on contracting my triceps, pulling with my elbows and not with my forearms.
Time for the work.
The incline bench has become one of my favorite moves. It focuses on the upper chest muscles, so I find it's a lot easier on my shoulders. First, I warm up with just the bar, which is 45 pounds, and I can proudly say that I can now add weight to it. It's not a lot, it's only 5-pound plates without a spotter, but I try to do more reps since I don't have a spotter. So I just go until I'm about to fail, like I have one last rep in me, and then I'll stop. If I do fail with this, I just balance it on my lap and I roll the weight off, but it gets harder and harder as you increase the weight, so I'm just trying to, increase my strength. So as a burnout, I use the chest press machine. This kind of mimics the push-up movement. So I find push-ups really hard for me, so this machine really helps me work on that. For lunch, I had a Subway teriyaki chicken salad. Then for dinner, I had my meal replacement green smoothie. I wanted to show you how I make it, but I used the Good Protein brand, which is a plant protein, and it's the best one I've ever had, not gonna lie. And it's Canadian. Fun fact, I tried to do an aesthetic pour with my smoothie and I spilled it all over the counter. Big fail. So I wanted to show you my meal prep routine. On a Monday, I go grocery shopping, get all my ingredients. Then I'll start by washing the chicken breast, cutting off any fat. Then I like to slice them in half because I get more and they're easier to cook. Chicken breast is a great lean protein that's low in carb and filling. So it's great for weight loss and for building muscle, which is my goal. So I season my chicken with some canola spray, garlic seasoning, paprika, parsley flakes, peppercorn, and some Montreal steak seasoning, the spicy one. Then the last ingredient is this Polynesian style pineapple barbecue sauce with Scotch bonnet peppers. That was a mouthful. This is the best sauce I have ever tried. It is absolutely delicious and I use it on everything. So I smother this all on and I make sure both sides of the chicken is nice and saturated and seasoned, and then I put that in the fridge to marinate for a day. So on Tuesday after my workout, I come home, grab the chicken, which is nice and marinated, spray some canola oil into a pan and cook the chicken on medium heat, turning it over once I start to see it turn white. This takes about 15 minutes or so. I also like it tender and juicy, so I'll turn the stove off and I'll let it finish off in the pan. So for my breakfast, I wanted to make some hard-boiled eggs. These are high in protein, low in carbs, and high in nutrients to fuel me throughout the day. So I put a few eggs into some boiling water on high and set my timer to 15 minutes. After I drain the water, I add cold water and I let the eggs cool down for a bit before peeling them. For produce, for the summer, I've been really liking some colorful veggies. So I got a pack of bell peppers. So I chop them up and I add them to my container. These are so low in carb and fat that I can eat so freaking much of it and it keeps me so full. I don't have to worry about consuming excess calories or fat. It just fills me up. I've been craving some hash browns lately, so I decided to make some. The oven needs to be preheated to 425. Then I pop that in and let it cook for about 20 minutes and I turn it over in between. wanted to show you my juicing routine. This has been helping my weight loss because it has been helping my IBS symptoms. I add in some fresh ginger, some celery, apples, beets, and carrots. I take a little mason jar of this every single morning with me to work. I figured this would be a great way to get my daily nutrients in and my veggies in. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you got it this far, comment some egg emojis. See you in the next video. Bye!